This is Sky Sports 1.
Going live.
3,
Stand by.
2,
Activate.
1.
All systems go.
We're live.
It's neck and neck at the title race. Every time Manchester United match, Arsenal take it a step higher. It's tick for tack, goal for goal, win for win. The Championship has never been more exciting and more close than this. Manchester United tonight know to keep up the pressure, they have to win. But their opponents today, Newcastle United, gave Arsenal a real scare, and they've got him scoring again. Alan Shearer is back to his permanent best. It is a massive test for Manchester United, and it's live and exclusive this evening. Manchester United versus Newcastle United in the FA Carling Premiership from Old Trafford. Well, good evening. It has been a fantastic week of Premiership football, and it concludes with one of the biggest games of the season so far. Man United, Newcastle United, you might have thought this was a potential title showdown, but here tonight, for Manchester United to stay in the title and to stop their Championship hope shining down, they've got to win. Well, alongside me it is Trevor Gray, and we'll get all his views and reaction from the goals that we've seen in this special midweek edition of Premiership action. But first and foremost, it's time for us to get a lay of the land and show you what took place in the last few days. And we start, of course, with Arsenal and their comprehensive win over Wimbledon. 4-0. The Gunners were quite brilliant. The opening goal was scored by Mark Overmars. I think Neil Sullivan will want to watch that again, just how easily he was beaten at his near post. But as the game wore on, so did Arsenal in their brilliance. In the second half, they really turned it up a couple of notches. Ian Wright here, able to play through Overmars, who got number 2. What a signing he has proven to be for Arsene Wenger's sides. And the third goal arrived in the end after a mistake from Chris Perry. Bergkamp essentially taking one for the team. And here was Ian Wright. Lovely curling strike by Ian Wright, who you feel is backup centre-forward choice for England at France 98. Fourth goal was quality again. Wright, lovely little flick. Bergkamp, brilliant finish. 4-0 to Arsenal. Wimbledon never stood a chance. Arsenal really have laid down a marker and have improved their goal difference. Well, Sheffield Wednesday have shown signs of recovery today, but Gianluca Vialli's Chelsea side beat them 1-0 yesterday at Stamford Bridge. The goal came in the first half in the end. It was good play here though by Torre Andre Flo, and unmarked in the area was Gianfranco Zola. Des Walker hands on hips, and justifiably so there. Class goal for Chelsea to win that one. Coventry and Liverpool drew 1 apiece. Liverpool have certainly seen their championship and title ambitions drift away as the season's gone on. Look at this from Dublin. What a first touch that was to take it away from Harkness and to volley it home past Brad Friedel. Is Dion Dublin bound to stay at Coventry next season? The equaliser though was another good goal from Liverpool's new signing. McManaman's ball out. Look at this touch from Ince and look at that finish. Headman, absolutely no chance at all. Liverpool equalised. Liverpool, since winning the Coca-Cola Cup, have really seen their season fall apart. Crystal Palace, though, knew they had to win here today, otherwise they were out of any chance of Premiership survival. And a mistake by Simic allowed the opening goal for them. Second one, Rodgers ball in. Dyer again finding room. He was brought down in the area. Referee Uriah Rennie said penalty. Neil Shipperley was tasked with the responsibility. Judy obliged with a coolly hit spot kick to make it 2. Then Derby found a way back into the match, and Paolo One-Shot did it. Great play in him after being played through by Dean Sturridge. And then a goal which settled it and kept Crystal Palace in the hunt. Thomas Brolin's effort fantastically saved. That was nearly was one of the goals of the season. Second half, Palace sealed it up. Shipley's ball out wide. Lombardo's 1-2 here with Dyer. The cross and the run, as any centre forward will tell you, is just perfect. Round the back of the defender in front of him to head the ball in. Palace, as things stands, is still a Premier League club. Barnsley were hoping for the great escape against a Spurs side that was sure of safety, and Barnsley did what they've done so many times this season. They took the lead, they just weren't able to stay there. Ashley Ward eventually getting the ball and getting the ball over the line past Ian Walker. But Spurs were able to equalise, and Watson's long clearances, it was getting late into the match here. This was good work from Campbell to win the ball. And look at this little interchange between Ferdinand and Everson. Back to this, Ferdinand has found a gap. Beats the goalkeeper at his near post. Wouldn't believe that. 1-1. There's Ferdinand enjoying things at Spurs after his move from Newcastle. Bolton Wanderers were comfortably beaten by Leeds United, despite Wanderers themselves taking the lead. Dean Holdsworth getting the go after capitalising on a terrible mistake. Then Leeds turned it on in fantastic style. Hasselbank's brilliant header was to make it 1-1. Then, after play from Wallace, it came back to Hopkin. It beat Brannigan at his near post, went under him, and Leeds took the lead. Leeds continued to play great football in the second half. It was more bad football that got in the way. Sheridan's awful mistake. Hasselbank again saying thank you very much. And then number 4 arrived from Ian Hart, free kick. Hopkin getting his second. Brilliant header that was past Brannigan for 1 Leeds United. Everton and Leicester, another 1-1 draw. Everton really hoping to survive. Need to avoid needless mistake. Cadamartri with the foul. Referee pointed to the spots. Upstead, Muzzy is it. He stroked the penalty home. Leicester led. There was an equaliser. Mikkel Maydar. Ferguson kept going here. John Ooster finding a bit of form at the moment. Ferguson's effort here, it went off the post, it then hit the back of Keller, and it was a tap-in for Ferguson to equalise. Despite Everton's best efforts, they couldn't find a winning goal. But, bit of luck there on their side. West Ham beat Blackburn Rovers. Good play this was by Hartson. They got the better of Colin Hendry. Lomas, lovely cool cross. Trevor Sinclair able to head home. Now, the equaliser was a good play, a bit of play here, but wait till you see the winning goal on this one. Cool calm through. Here goes McKinley all the way through. 1-on-1. Great finish past McCloskey. Blackburn Rovers thinking, yep, we're back. And then this moment of magic is what seals it. Frank Lampard picks the ball up. This ball through the middle. Kitson is 1-on-1. Flowers comes out, takes out keeper and player. Trevor Sinclair from an impossible angle. 2-1. Absolutely amazing goal that. Very much a contender for goal of the season. What a finish. In terms of other games, Southampton were beaten at home by Aston Villa. The opening goal though was looking good for the Saints when Ekiog had lost the ball and Egil Lustenstadt pounced on it to put Southampton in the lead. But then the Villa were able to strike back, and Dwight York has been in some form at the moment for them. His brilliant finish upping up his price tag, you feel. And then in the second half, Aston Villa sealed all 3 points. The good work from Alan Wright to dispossess the pass. And who else but Dwight York to finish to make it 2-1. Well, we are not far from kickoff, and when we come back after the break, you will see live and exclusive coverage of Man United Newcastle here on Sky Sports Football Special. Welcome back here to Football Special. Man United versus Newcastle United is our big kickoff. It's on its way very shortly, but first we've got to talk about how either side's going to do. Trevor Gray, you're with me today for the game. I'd love to get your opinion at the moment. First and foremost, how big a game is this for Man United? Well, these big tests happen, and United have got to history of being able to respond to them, particularly in the Premiership era. But I just can't express how important it is to win here today for Man United. I think anything less than 3 points and they've got no chance. And they're essentially, they are relying on Arsenal to slip up. So if you're relying on your opponent to slip up, you've got to put the pressure on. Doesn't matter how they get it, you've got to get 3 points today. If they can do that, I think they'll stand a good shout. What about Newcastle United? Have they got a chance, Trevor, do you feel, of being able to upset the apple cart? I do. I mean, I kind of think Newcastle United, since they've got to the cup final, have taken their foot off the gas ever so slightly. They're not, they've gone down a gear in their approach, but they've got Alan Shearer scoring for them at the moment. He's the best centre forward in the country. Probably second only to Ronaldo in terms of best in the world. And what they want to be able to do is to get him up to fitness, get him confident, getting scoring. This is the sort of occasion where he might be able to do that tonight, and I think Man United have really got to try and keep an eye on him. They need the likes of Roy Keane. They've not got the likes of Cantona. It's just humongously huge for Man United. Well, the players are both in the tunnel here today. We are live and exclusive this evening here on Sky Sports. This match you can only see here, only live Premiership action here on Sky Sports. Man United, Newcastle United. United have to win to keep the pressure on Arsenal. Newcastle United provide an upset. And let's join your match commentator for this one is Trevor Tyler. The Championship shootout continues between Manchester United and Arsenal, and in town is Newcastle United. The season in terms of challenging for silverware may very much head towards the FA Cup final. Tonight they have the opportunity to disrupt Manchester United from claiming yet another Premier League championship. The advantage could be yielded to Arsenal if Manchester United fail to match their result, and that's reflected in Alec Ferguson's team sheet today. Teddy Sheringham returns to the side, Paul Scholes moves back into midfield. An injury for Gary Pallister in training means David May returns to partner Ronnie Johnson. John Barnes starts for Newcastle United after struggling for the last 4 months. Alan Shearer partners him. Speed and Ken Spire will provide width. Albert's preferred to Nicholas Davies-Ass at centre half. So it is Manchester United, Newcastle United, the title race, and it's live! There is so much on the line this evening here at Old Trafford. On a very warm afternoon it's been. The temperature hasn't yielded so much. So it could be a long hot night. The drama of the Premiership continues to heat up. Scholes back in his more familiar midfield role for Manchester United. But Neville. Beckham. Away by Albert. It's a good cross from Beckham. Shearer, who scored 3 in his last 3. He is a man who has found form just at the right time, you hope, for England. Certainly for Newcastle United. How they've missed him as the season's gone on. These were the 2 Champions League qualifiers. Acted out in the quarterfinals. Newcastle United out in the group stages, but a famous win over Barcelona for the Geordies. Manchester United home and away draws to Juventus, probably about as good as it got. Scholes' ball in. Sheringham had to be tipped over by Given. Beckham's corner. In the end by Robley. It'll come to Gary Neville. Dennis Owen was caught there by Gary Speeds, Irishman and the Welshman. Understanding it was a mistimed challenge, no malice. Referee taking no action. Correct, you have to say. It was, although question could be said, his speed won the ball. Owen is over it, but Wonder if it will be David Beckham. It's his sort of range, his sort of angle. Oh! And it's an excellent save by Shay Given to deny David Beckham. Got a lot of whip and curl and it's been parried away. Beckham will take the corner. Butt Sheringham is short. Here is Nicky Butts. Looking for Cole! And the former Newcastle United man was denied at the last second. Here's Barnes. Kedspire. Beckham coming back to intercept. Doing a great job. Neville goes crossfield to Giggs. Irwin. United returning to some remnants of full strength after an injury played 1998 thus far. Neville looking for Giggs. Barton gets it away. Scholes gets the better of Rob Lee. It's a clever little ball to Irwin. Early cross. Oh! Terrific header! Sheringham's effort was brilliantly parried away by Shay Given. Full stretch diving effort. Given makes a fine stop. Beckham for Manchester United. Now it's Neville. Sheringham. Recovered from his bout of flu. That was a great header. Only criticism could be it was right at Given. They still had to make a very fine stop. The ball floated towards Shearer. May gets there. Speed. Scholes. Here's Irwin. Scholes again. May. It's just looking for an option, but provided it. Irwin is still forward. Here he is now. Scholes. Back out wide to Dennis Irwin. Now Giggs. Oh, it's a goal! And that might just ease a few nerves. The former Newcastle United man scores and celebrates as Old Trafford erupts to Goal King Cole's opening strike and 24th of the season. Great cross this was by Giggs in a dangerous area. You'd have to question Philippe Albert here, who allows Cole space. And when Andy Cole's given space, he is lethal. Brilliant finish, nothing Given could do. 1-0 Manchester United. Now all the pressure itself sits in the Newcastle United camp. Can they get back into the game, and will Manchester United start to walk away with the match? As we knew what happened in yesterday's game. Neville looks to find Beckham. Arsenal winners over Wimbledon, so the corner is set for Manchester United, and goal difference could very much be a factor. 4 goals that Arsenal scored. And Manchester United really do have it all to go. But Cole went on the turn. Scholes keeps it alive. Nicky Butt again, looking for Scholes again. Dabiz's clearance will run straight to Beckham. Neville. Just tried to feed Beckham in down the line. Stuart Pearce gets there and clears it. It's not a great clearance. Andy Cole for Manchester United, 2-0. Shocking defending. And Andy Cole, with a little under 20 minutes played, is on a hat-trick. That an air of sarcasm in Shay Given's clearance here. David Batty, well, he was looking at Kedspire. Giggs intercepted it. The entire Newcastle United defence has shot out. No one has tracked back here. Barton seems to be playing Cole onside. A chance to take a touch. And with a little drop on the shoulder, rolls it into the corner. Manchester United now must be feeling a lot more comfortable. everything they do in this contest by 2-0. Barton going long towards Shearer. He's found speed. Looking for Barnes. Kicks his header away. Lee. Headspire. Deep cross towards Shearer. Didn't really get the pace on it, Alan Shearer, as he would have hoped, but 3 goals in the last 3 games. He is going to be the danger man this evening. You've got to say, since reaching the FA Cup final, perhaps Newcastle United have got their eyes more on a date with Wembley than perhaps the Premiership, judging by recent form. Corner signalled by referee Paul Durkin. Beckham is over this. Butts is forward. Giggs, Scholes, Sheringham, Cole. It was Cole. It's Scholes! And it's been headed away. Only as far as Nicky Butts. Gary Neville. Beckham! Oh! Well, Warren Barton here with the most unorthodox clearance. I thought we were in the process of potentially seeing perhaps one of the best own goals ever. Oh, David Beckham. You and me, mate. You and me. He has the corner. United still have 5 in the box. Giggs central. Beckham puts it in towards Andy Cole. It will fall to Giggs. It is blocked. Scholes for Manchester United. Ketspire gets it away. It's a United clinic at the moment in the first 26 minutes of the first half. May and Johnson, who have been largely untested. Beckham. Very speed there, getting the block in. That's going to sting, but doesn't sting as much as it does on a cold winter evening when the ball hits you. Beckham. That's nice. The cross was just slightly overhit. Cole was unable to get up for it. There is Rob Lee. Barnes will get there. Now can Newcastle United at least test Manchester United today? Ketspire again. Lee. Barton. Robley again, left-footed. Schmeichel read that all the way and was able to comfortably pick it up and claim it. And an excellent clearance out to Beckham. Here's Nicky Butts. Scholes. Sheringham. This is Giggs. And now Irwin for Manchester United. Giggs has been a menace from crosses. Some criticism of him in the past. He's delivered today. That one though was a good effort, but it was just well read in the end by Shay Given. Barnes looking for Ketspire on the flick on, but asked far too much of him. Scholes in for Cole. He was on a hat-trick, remember. He was caught there by Batty. Scholes has got it quickly again. What a ball that is. Beckham. Scholes. His efforts easily claimed by Shay Given. Paul Scholes so far as, along with perhaps Andy Cole, having a standout performance for Manchester United. There's Barnes. He's got options on the far side, options ahead of him. Gets it to Lee. And Irwin took out Robley. Referee had played the advantage, but could play the advantage no more. But there was no malice in that. Irwin here might have adjudged here. He did win possession. I wonder why on earth play was called up. 10 minutes to go till half time. Alan Shearer. It took a little deflection. It will be a corner. Scored an excellent free kick, Shearer, at the weekend. Stays forwards. 5 in the box for Newcastle United. Gary Speed to take the corner. Beckham gets it away. Now it finds Giggs. Sheringham. Scholes. United breaking again through Cole. He's got the better there at Dabazas for just half a second, but Nicholas Dabazas does well to win possession back. Here's Warren Barton. Beckham. Here's Owen. Scholes. There's Owen for Manchester United. Now Scholes again. Lee intercepts him. Barnes. Lee again. Batty. Little flick out wide to Gary Speed. Worked by Gary Neville. United get it away. Scholes finds Cole and Sheringham. United turn defence into attack in an instant. What a ball that is by Sheringham to Beckham. Brilliant defending from Stuart Pearce though. Speed. Neville just getting the better of Alan Shearer. It hasn't been the sorts of thunder and guts games that we have seen between these two sides in the past. The match has certainly settled down into a nice pace. Manchester United know a win here today means they would be level on points. Any goal difference recovery would be helped by then. 4 points to go. Only goal difference separating the two sides as things stand. Cole. Sheringham. And Shay Gibbons saw that all the way quite comfortably and was able to parry it away. Sheringham with a recent hat-trick to his name. Rodney got the flu, so he'll be looking to get back into it. Andy Cole's 2 goals make the difference this evening. 2 minutes to go till half-time. Beckham's corner. Barton flicks it clear. Barnes will pick it up. There goes Barnes again. Still. Ketspire. Still Barnes. May has come out for Manchester United to cross. Barton's effort, it hit Giggs. Scholes for Manchester United. Cole. Sheringham. Beckham for Manchester United. Now United can move quickly, defence into attack at such speed. Good interception by Batty. It's Manchester United's half, no question about it. 2 goals by Andy Cole. A mistake from David Batty, which gave the ball away to Ryan Giggs, put United 2 ahead. The halfway mark in this contest, Manchester United are in control and lead half-time by 2 goals to 0. Well, I can confirm no changes at half-time between either side. So far, Newcastle United haven't answered to the Giggs and Cole combination. Giggs with both assists this evening. Here's Batty. Shearer tried to go for the aerobatic kick. It might be Newcastle United they're going to put the pressure on in this half. Here goes Lee looking for Shearer. Manchester United noticeably being forced back. Batty's ball into Shearer. May's header away. Lee. Oh! Rob Lee, that was nearly outstanding. And the change being made. Barnes is off and John Dale Thomason will come on. A couple of famous goals against Barcelona earlier in the season. Is there something similar he's hoping for tonight? Johnson towards Giggs, it's intercepted. Lee plays it back to Shay Given. Thomason's headed down. Just out of reach for Ketspire. Here's May. It's a poor clearance. Gary Speed can bring it away. Rob Lee. Went for goal again. Oh, it might just fall here for Thomason! Schmeichel makes an excellent save. Was diving the wrong way, Peter Schmeichel. Got his legs and knees up, parried it away. Newcastle United putting the pressure on now. Here's Rob Lee. And that effort will fall kindly to Peter Schmeichel. More chances arriving from both sides. Batty. Headed away by Irwin. Beckham. Sheringham. Manchester United haven't really seen a lot of the football in the second half thus far. Here's Beckham. He was unable to bring in Gary Neville. Pearce's long ball. Johnson clears it, only as far as Batty was caught by Nicky Butts. Referee blew up instantly. And it's a warning. We've seen cards produced from that. Consonants. We've seen the cards of the colour of red produced for that. It was late. I don't think there was a huge amount of malice. It's not been that sort of game this evening. Warren Barton with the free kick. Skulls his header away. And as far as David Batty. Lee. Ketspire. Batty. That's a great ball. Stuart Pearce. Good work from Beckham. Andy Cole to Ryan Giggs. It's all got a little bit nervy at the moment at Old Trafford. The atmosphere and enjoyment of the first half. Newcastle United have really come out in the second. The game is just not as enjoyable from Manchester United's standpoint. So David May caught John Dale Thomason. Protests his innocence, but it seems rather pointless to do so. Shearer's free kick, 5 in the Manchester United wall. This is outside of his range. They struck the ball, Pearce into Shearer again. Now Pearce, now Shearer, and now it's 2-1. 4-4 for the England captain. And on the hour, the Geordie strike back, and it is not all going Manchester United's way now. Shearer's effort was blocked. This is good work here by Pearce. He and Shearer combining, and then Shearer just found half a yard round Dennis Irwin, and when he did so, was able to curl it just out of reach of Peter Schmeichel. A lovely little effort here that wound in. Found its way home. Alan Shearer's goal makes it 2-1. Manchester United, who going into this had the most impressive home record of the season. 114 drawn 2, lost 1. Any points which any side to gain at Old Trafford has been very hard to come by. United are still on 3 at the moment, but it's just starting to feel a little nervy, and I think Alec Ferguson's asked United to go forwards. Cole has gone forwards, and the effort is claimed from Given after Sheringham's lovely flick. Ball is played away. Here's Pearce. Thomason looking for the flick. Giggs reads it for Manchester United. He is a player that was allowed all the freedom down the flank in the first half. He's been pushed further back in the second, Ryan Giggs. Manchester United here. A win would bring them level on points with Arsenal, but Arsenal's superior goal difference means they would be top of the pile. 4 games to go as things stand. But 25 minutes left of this match. There is a lot that can happen. Pearce. Lee. Fine ball into Thomason, who was caught there by Nicky Butts. Thought about it, taking it quickly, and then Shearer said, no, let me have a go. That's the second foul by Butts. Shearer or Stuart Pearce, whose will it be? Took a deflection from Alan Shearer. It is off for a corner. He hit Ryan Giggs. Stuart Pearce is on corner duties. Gillespie has come off for speed. May gets it away with Shearer right behind him. Pearce again. It's toward Thomason, who will still get there. Oh, he hits the post, John Dale Thomason! Nearly the equaliser for Newcastle United. Barton. Thomason. Johnson's clearance. Found Cole. Warren Barton is back to intercept. Lee. Looking for Thomason. May's header away. Sheringham. Whenever a red shirt gets the ball, a black and white one is stealing it. Pearce's long ball win. Easily claimed by Schmeichel. United certainly are a side playing with pressure. Sheringham. Scholes. Struck Ken Spire. Giggs has knocked it out. Getting a bit nervy at the moment. Thomason. Shearer. Options out wide. Gary Neville did really well to dispossess Alan Shearer. Owen. Back to Schmeichel. Here is David Batty. Lee. Batty. Shearer. Oh, he found room. David Batty found a way through. Alan Shearer got there. It's 2-2. And you got to say it's been coming. It's been all Newcastle United in this half. And the Premiership title race takes yet another twist and a turn. From 2 up, Newcastle United are level. Batty effort here into Shearer. Plays into David Batty. Good work by May, but Shearer reacted quickly and just hit it first time. And this time, it's off the inside of the post as opposed to the outside effort that was hit by John Dale Thomason. And it's 2-2. Shearer certainly is back to his best. What happens now? Manchester United got a winning goal in them. Absolutely thrilling game now. So much is poised on the line. United move forward again. It's the changes made by Newcastle I think has made the difference to them. Thomason in particular has come on. Gillespie's provided something different for them. Other changes from Manchester United afoot. Subs are warming up below me. hasn't gone to the bench too often. This season anyway. What a ball that is by May. Beckham. Good cross. Sheringham! Flies over Gibbons' post. But look at this pass from David May. Great control from Beckham. Crossing into a really dangerous area. Sheringham couldn't get it goalwards. Changes made for Alec Ferguson. He's got Brian McClare on for Paul Scholes. Was having an excellent first half, but certainly started to fade away in the second. Here's McClare's first touch, looking for Sheringham. Almost finding him. Gets Spire. Lee. Johnson's header away. Manchester United need some experienced heads. Roy Keane, so Brian McClare, who has been there and done that. Here he is now. Giggs, just trying to find a way past Barton. He's not really crossed the ball in this game since the first half. When he has been able to, he's created both of Manchester United's goals. 10 minutes left now. Irwin finds Giggs. Giggs is ball in. Cole's there! And an offside flag, I think, has gone up just on Andy Cole. He was offside, did miss. But Giggs here today, when he found just half a yard, was able to put in a cross which has been unanswerable. He's the player you feel Newcastle United have got to keep quiet to claim this point. Seeing it'll be Newcastle United playing Arsenal in the FA Cup final. They're doing their cup final opponents a favour at the moment. Oh, it just almost for half a second looked like May's header had broken down and played in Thomason and Shearer. And it had landed comfortably at Schmeichel. But Beckham wanted to move it away. Here is McClare. Now David Beckham. Manchester United throw-in. But once it's short, Neville will take it. It's into Beckham. Gary Neville. Davidsas away. Nicky Butt's back in. Oh, it's McClare! 6 minutes to go. Brian McClare's first goal of the season might have given Manchester United a huge 3 points in the title race. Massive, absolutely massive here. It's headed away by Davidsas, but puts it back in. McClare had continued to go forward, one-on-one with Given, and rolls it past him. One of the most versatile players Manchester United have ever had. And he's just giving them the lead again with 6 minutes to go. This really is a dramatic game. As things stand, Manchester United drew level on points. Gets Spire, Giggs intercepts. Irwin. Here is Brian McClare, an inspired change by Alec Ferguson. Johnson. Gary Neville. Trying to keep the ball, but going to have to clear it long. Ray Leeson won the throw-in. Beckham. Just giving away there, David Beckham. Butt wins the header. Here's David May. Irwin. Looking for Cole, who's still on a hat-trick, mind you. This goes Dennis Irwin. Great ball to Beckham. And Gary Neville. But Beckham. Headed away by Albert. Shearer back there to defend for Newcastle United. Heading into time added on here. I make it about 2 minutes of stoppage time. Beckham. Neville again. Beckham again. Into the corner. United here, winding the clock down. Here's Beckham. Oh, he crosses it. Sheringham! Oh, it strikes the post! It comes to Giggs! It struck Dabizas! Oh! Well, what about this? Beckham decided to put it across and Sheringham got there. Oh, how did he miss from there? Strikes the frame. Dabizas makes a priceless block. That would have finished off the evening in style. Beckham's corner. Only 4 forwards. Towards Buck. It will come to Gary Neville. Beckham again. Floats it in. Sheringham can spire away. Butts. Oh! Nicky Butt's effort. Just whistled past the post. That should probably be that. Shearer's flick on. May wins the header. And the title race has taken a twist and a turn. But with 6 minutes to go in this match, Brian McClare's goal has brought Manchester United back with parity. A brace from Andy Cole gave Manchester United a comfortable 2-0 lead. Alan Shearer's double brought the Geordies level. And then in a key moment of the match, which will be remembered, a change in which Brian McClare arrived into the area, stroke home the winning goal. 3 points for Manchester United, a full-time result that has finished 3-2. Welcome back here to Football Special, Manchester United 3, Newcastle United 2. Let's have a look at the bottom of the Premiership and how they stand at the moment. Everton and Barnsley are just a point behind Bolton Wanderers. Wimbledon still sitting on 38 points, but Southampton, despite the defeat, will be safe. Crystal Palace aren't mathematically relegated yet, 4 points adrift, but sitting very close at the bottom. Confirmation at the top of the Premiership today. Arsenal lead on goal difference over Manchester United. Chelsea, after their win, remain 11 points behind, but even though we are getting to the point where mathematics come into the occasion with 3 games to go, and 11 points there, it's all over for Chelsea, but Man United and Arsenal both tied neck and neck at the top of the Premiership. Well, Trevor, what a game that was. You were spot on. It didn't matter how, but a win needed to happen, and Alec Ferguson goes to the bench, calls on someone he's relied on for years, and he's delivered, hasn't he? It's a real fairy tale moment. Well, you get these moments sometimes in a title race, don't you, where you think, oh no, is this going to be the case? But it was there, it was written up for it. But, McClare comes on and he shows an old head. I mean, bless Brian McClare. I think the legs might be going slightly, but the head isn't, the skill isn't, the touch isn't, the instinct isn't at all. It's all still there. It's just a little bit of that pace which isn't quite there. But this is the advantage you've got of him coming on late in the game. The last sort of 15 minutes, he really was starting to make a real focal point. And I think a lot of the credit we need to go to Nicky Butt. I thought he was an absolute tireless workhorse today that did not stop driving forward, did not stop doing what he could do to try and take the game to Newcastle United. And he finds him and he gets the winning goal. Well, United obviously were pegged back in the second half, and Alan Shearer again, in phenomenal form he was, but ultimately United will be relieved to get this one over. Yeah, I kind of think looking at it in terms of the teams they've got to play, I always thought Man United have got the slightly harder run in. Doesn't mean to say that any of the games Arsenal are going to play are any difficult. You've still got to sort of outmatch your opponent in terms of results, but I do think that's a factor which needs to be taken into account ultimately as this goes on. Well, let's have a look, shall we, at the title race and how it unfolds for the next 3 games to go here. Arsenal, you can see they've got Barnsley and Villa away and Everton at home. That'll be a midweek game, the Everton match. United will go away to Palace, could relegate them if they win that game. And then Leeds at home, midweek game. Barnsley away to close the season. Neither side will be at home for that. Just a reminder that Manchester United Leeds, that will be live exclusively here on Sky Sports 1. But when we look at where it's at the moment, you can see in terms of goals scored, Arsenal have got the edge, and defensively ever so slightly got the edge. That's their enhanced goal difference, and you've got to say with it now, is this title race going to be settled on goal difference, or will someone slip up? The thing is, when you get to this stage of the season, someone does slip up. There's nothing you can do about it, nothing you can say. There is always something that takes place completely out of the blue, and this could be one of those occasions. There could be a banana skin game coming up over the next 3 games. I think I can see both sides winning all 3 of those. Do you think? I really think, though, in terms of that squad ability, I think Aston Villa away could be the one Arsenal have got to be careful of, because this Villa side are rejuvenated at the moment under John Gregory. For Man United, it is that game against Leeds United. I think it'll be similar to what we've seen this evening. So much pressure on Alec Ferguson's men to get the job done. Well, Trevor, thank you very much for joining us this evening. Manchester United, by hook or crook, have got it. It was a late show, but they are winners again, and the title race is looking set to go down to the absolute wire. It really is too close to call. From all of us, bye-bye. Thank you for watching here this match on Trevor Sports. If you've liked it, please don't be afraid to like, share and subscribe to the channel. And if you do fancy it, head on over to the Ko-fi. The link is in the description. Buy me a coffee for all the hard work. Further than that, make sure you enjoy more games coming up.